New tonight at 9, federal authorities have seized more than $100 million in cryptocurrency as part of a scam targeting unsuspecting investors. KCAL News assignment editor Mike Rogers at the desk now. And Mike, this practice is known as pig butchering, right? You were talking about this earlier to me. I was saying, no idea what that is.
Yeah, it's not a common phrase, but it kind of makes sense why it's called this. It's basically a phrase that they use to say the victims are their pigs, and by butchering them, they're fattening them up and getting more money out of them. I want to show you some court documents that I've obtained from federal investigators that were able to obtain $66 million in cryptocurrency related to this scam. Those $66 million just from victims in Los Angeles. You can see here what they're talking about, the pig butchering scams, but I want to show you some of the fake websites. So what they basically do, it's an old school trick with some new school tools. Basically what this is they find these victims online, they kind of sucker them up, if you will, and even develop some romantic relationships with them, and then convince them to invest their money into this crypto platform that's not real. So the websites would look like this, like the one you see here, but ultimately it's just funneling their money into someone else's account, into these scammers' accounts. And then when the victims would go to try to get their money, they would be met with messages like this: your account has been flagged as a fraudulent account, and they end up not getting their money. Federal officials tell me that in some situations they would say you have to pay a 20% tax on your money just to try to even get more money out of them before ultimately locking them out of their account altogether, resulting in tens and tens of millions of dollars in losses to local Southern California residents here. Now, I asked the federal officials today, the U.S. Attorney's Office, do you have anybody in custody related to this? You've gotten the money. Have you been able to arrest anybody? The answer is no. They say that investigation is still ongoing. They tell me one of the really difficult things here is these are often originated out of the country. This scam, this pig scam, started in China actually back in 2019. Pig butchering is in 2019 in China. And so they say it's really difficult to even track down these people. Cryptocurrency is a currency that was really built on anonymity to begin with. So lots of challenges to catch these people. But at least in this situation today, they were finally able to secure over $100 million in cryptocurrency from these alleged scammers to return to some of the victims. But they're really warning people, you have to know who you're dealing with here. Don't deal with people over the internet, especially in a cryptocurrency where the money sometimes is virtually untraceable, Leslie.
Yeah, that's why we call you the Information Hub. Thanks, Mike.